Hey guys, welcome to an exciting IVF update.
Way!
We did just do this, but I had food in my teeth.
Like a lot of food in a tea.
So
Like half of a lunch was in a tea. So we'll film it again.
Hopefully there's none left.
No, you're good.
What was I saying?
Well, we're starting again, so.
Oh yeah, IVF update. Progress, should I say, from the last update that we gave, which was...
It was all cancelled.
Yeah.
Everything was a no-go. We were a week away from our transfer, and coronavirus said, nope, no more frozen embryo transfers, no more IVF. Everybody can be sad, and it is all cancelled.
Yeah.
We weren't very happy about it.
We wasn't, but we do have 4 frozen, which we've said before, which is amazing news. And
I'm very
we
thankful
got a phone call from our clinic. Did we phone them or did they phone us?
So we saw that the government and the HFEA had done the update, saying that from the 11th of May...
Come in a bit because you're going in that focus, bro.
Oh, sorry. From the 11th of May, clinics can apply to reopen again. But to do that, they've got to have a load of like policies written out to say how they're going to manage social distancing and protecting themselves and the patients, which is all very understandable.
Yeah, of course.
From that day, I think the day after, I got my cycle day 1, so I was thinking...
Which was 2 weeks late, by the way.
Which was 2 weeks late and really, really annoying.
But it's a good thing now.
Yeah. So I gave them a call and said, what do we do? Are we going to be open in time to do this site? Like, what's the advice here?
And initially they said...
just leave it, do it next month, and we'll contact you in a couple of weeks with an update. But then a day later, no, that was a Saturday, so when they opened again on the Monday, just like for their admin stuff, I got a call from them again and said, actually, we've rethought that, we want you to start on the pill. And I was like, ooh!
Happy days.
Hormones! So by this time I was on cycle day 3, so that wasn't too late to start it, thankfully. And they said that I'm going to start on the pill. It's going to be like my down regulation, so that when they are ready to open and crack on, we are ready to go. So all that will happen is then we'll come in for our saline scan to make sure there's no polyps. Please God, no polyps.
Yeah, hopefully no polyps. Both of us wouldn't be surprised if there was.
But we're gonna keep our fingers crossed, and you need to keep your fingers crossed for us.
Yeah. Because there's no anaesthetists.
Yeah, they're all working
Still
in the ITU still. So, yeah, when they open again, we'll go in for our saline scan. There will be no polyps. No pesky polyps.
No pesky polyps.
Put
your finger down, woman. You're turning them off like you're in school.
What will happen then? We'll have our endometrial scratch like we always do if there's no polyps. And I think that day I will stop the pill. Or around then I'll stop. When they want me to stop the pill, I'll stop it, and then I'll have a bleed, and then I'll start on estrogen like normal, and then we'll watch my line in, and then we'll do the transfer.
Yeah.
So that'll just be like a normal frozen embryo cycle.
Yeah. I cannot explain to you how many times Lucy's had to explain this to me, because I just can't get my head around it. Starting from the scratch IVF cycle, I got it down to a T.
Like we know what we're talking about. We've done 3 of them.
This frozen one, she's explained it to me about 5 times, and I've still not got it, which is why she just gave you the run through on her own, and I just nodded and was like,
It's all subject to change, obviously, and with my pill being my down regulation, I think that's quite weird. And then I might start on maybe a different type of down regulation on the day of my saline scan, or on cycle day 1, like cetrotide maybe, because they don't want me ovulating while it's going on. But again, it's all very early stages. I'm sure we'll get an update in a couple of weeks.
When the clinic actually opens and we can go into it,
we'll have a proper plan. But that is what I'm thinking. I think that's why I'm on the pill now.
And if you phone them and ask them all these questions, they would also answer, but we're just going with it at the moment. And just happy
we don't need to know right now, do we? Like, they're writing leave them to write the policies. If we don't bother them, hopefully we can open quicker.
Yeah.
And then that will be it. Then we'll be making we're not making our babies, our babies are made. And then our babies will be coming home to us.
Put the Frosties where they belong. it's really exciting news. We're happy that things are opening up, and it's exciting for everyone as well. Like everyone that had it cancelled, to see that little bit of progress is such a big deal.
Yeah. I've decided that 2020 started on the 1st of May. The rest of it didn't happen.
Yeah, there was like she had a list of reasons as to why. It was like, okay.
Everything good was happening from the 1st of May.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to say, I don't know what she was going to say, and she can talk in a minute, but I was fast asleep. I don't know if it was after a night shift or what, but I was fast asleep. And then the next minute I just heard Lucy barge through the bedroom door, and I can hear her on the phone to, obviously, the clinic. And I've kind of jumped up like, oh, what's going on? And she's looking for this box, for the box of the pill. This is the one she's on, by the way. So she's looking for this and could not find it anywhere.
She was like, we want you to start on the pill. I'll try to find it.
I had the whole IVF drawer out on the floor, and I found it in our normal medicine box.
Why is it in there though? It's not like it's a normal medication that we take. I only ever took this on our first cycle because I needed to sync my cycle to the egg recipient.
Oh, is that when it's from?
That's the only time I've ever taken the pill.
And it's the Levest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that's where we're at.
That's where we're at. I think with, as we mentioned briefly, our clinic said that it's easier to start with frozen embryo transfers now because we don't need an anaesthetist. It's all quite simple in that
you can get them done quite quickly, they said as well. Like.
Yeah, a couple of monitoring scans, or we'll have like two or three appointments, and then that's the entire cycle, isn't it?
So they can still comply with the social distancing quite well. They're also going to put checks in place. Did you say that? Like,
no, I didn't.
They're going to put some kind of checks in place. They're not sure what yet. Maybe like checking
temperature, maybe.
Yeah. Just to kind of see who's coming through. They'll be wearing their masks. I'm guessing they're going to wear
Don't be intimidated.
I'm presuming they're going to wear like the full PPE because they don't know and things.
Maybe. It'll at least be masks and gloves, like minimum.
And then we'll probably be asked to wear masks as well. That's what's happening in most healthcare settings anyway.
And that's fine. And it might even be that it can only be myself that can go, but when I spoke to them last time they said they didn't know that was the case, and you might be able to go.
But to be honest, I'm not gonna go to any not unnecessary.
You go
like,
to the transfer.
Yeah, like, everything like that. I might just wait in the car for you. There's no point increasing risk, and I think
even if we've got the option, it's not gonna make that much difference. Like, we know what we're doing with this now. Like, I don't need it to hold my hand.
Like, it's nice. It's nice to go in, and I think I've only ever missed one appointment, but I can appreciate how important it is to minimise social contact right now. So I'm happy to.
We'll see. We'll take it by ear. But even if we are allowed, to probably won't come in unless it's like the transfer when you obviously come in.
See the baby go in there.
Imagine if you say that we're not allowed for anything now.
It'd be crap, but I reckon I'd get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be sad about the transfer, but I get it.
Yeah, I do get it.
And we're just in the grand scheme of things, I only need to be there for when the baby's born, right? And for the rest of its life.
Oh yeah.
And the pregnancy.
Oh dear.
Okay, so yeah, that's our update.
I tell you what, how much better has our mood been since we've had a plan and an update?
It's been good.
It's ridiculous. Like, you just feel like a weight's been lifted. So I hope everyone that's doing any other fertility treatment anywhere gets their update soon.
Yeah. And
they can feel as happy and light as we do.
And just give your clinic a call and ask them if you haven't heard anything. They don't mind, if you call them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
We're going to go for our exercise now and go for a walk. It is about 24 degrees outside, so Lucy is not impressed. She moans at the sunshine. We did just get our summer clothes out, so off we go. Thank you so much for watching and being around, and
we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.